Thank you, moderators, for the warm welcome and introduction. PEMNA's members, folks, good afternoon, everyone. I believe I'm the last presenter for today and for this year's session. Right, so no worries, I'm not going to take much of your time, most probably 2 minutes. So I'm Hasmarizwan. People used to call me Izwan. So I just find out that I have a Korean name, Hijwan. Did I pronounce it correctly? So Hijwan, right? Okay. But I'm not Korean. Right, I'm from Accountant General's Department of Malaysia, also known as the AGD. Currently, I'm the Senior Principal Assistant Director, and also as a Head of Network and Security Unit. As we are aware, we are here today to discuss on managing cybersecurity risk and representing Malaysia. Today, I'm going to share our experience managing cybersecurity risk in public financial management, strengthening defenses against phishing and vishing, or voice over phishing, lesson from the Accountant General's Department of Malaysia, AGD. Right, a little bit nervous because this is my first time in PEMNA, so allow me, pardon me if there are any mistakes. I'm still newbies as my colleague Sue. This is my agenda for today, the topic I'm going to cover. Right, before we get down to the main reason why we are here today, I would like to introduce about AGD. AGD is an agency under Ministry of Finance of Malaysia. We are office located next to MOF buildings in Malaysian Administrative Headquarters in Putrajaya. And our main role is responsible for the management of the nation accounts and financial reporting, and also as a registrar for unclaimed monies. Right? Next, as we can see, as you can see from the slide, our vision is to be excellent in public sector finance, and also to implement and to fully emphasize on digitalization in public finance. This vision are supported with the 3 main missions, where we'll enhancing the management of federal government accounting and agency financial system. And also we will be supporting effective government decision while developing human resource system for accounting services. And last but not least, for Unclaimed Monies Act enforcement. Right, I'm not going to touch detail on this matter. Right, a part of digitalization in AGD approach, we have come up with a centralized system. We call it as a iGFMAS, which is Integrated Government Financial Management and Accounting System. Right? It's a centralized system, integrated financial management solution for the federal government of Malaysia, aligned with the public sector transformation policy, and is an outcome-based budgeting or OBB, and drive fiscal prudence and efficiency in government spending. In order to ensure, this is iGFMAS. In order to ensure our iGFMAS is sustainable, resilient, we implement security posture assessment once a year. The assessment consists of incentive application database audit that includes 28 URLs, 72 databases, and also vulnerability assessment for all host system and critical network hardware. It includes about 415 hosts and 92 network devices. Specialized security review, source code review, physical security review, and also wireless security assessment. And network forensic for 34 sites across the nation. And last but not least is 1,000 employees are tested with their security awareness. So however, I would like to emphasize, to share one of the more critical components of security posture assessment that been done in AGD is a social engineering. Why? Just to share with you, in the year 2025, 75% of fraud incidents that consist of almost 6,000 cyber incidents are contributed by phishing and vishing incidents in Malaysia. So this is a statistic by Malaysian Computer Emergency Response Team. It consists of, first, AI-powered deepfake voice, and secondly, government aid fake promotion. We received an email from unknown sender that giving away, government is giving away money aid, so we need to fill up our personal particulars with the link embedded inside the email. So that's how the data can be leaked easily from the email. And thirdly, highly personalized. For these cases, scammers are targeting a government pensioner and also elderly to give them higher success rate of cyber scam. So this is my focus for today. One of our strategy, strengthening defenses against phishing and vishing, we have done simulation exercise among AGD's employees. Okay, this assessment involved 1,000 AGD's users or staff nationwide, where was held from 19 to 20th November 2025. So we started with replicate reality, simulate a control campaign using a crafted emails requesting sensitive information. Then we moved to measure the behavior, track exact response across the phishing life cycle. How many will open up the email? How many will click the link that given into the email, embedded into the email, and how many click or submitted the data that required from that email. Then we gauge user understanding of confidential data protection protocols. And lastly, determine exposure, identify the exact risk of credential harvesting and unauthorized access. Right? Okay, this is how the phishing lifecycle methodology. First phase, we send an email. We crafted an email for this exercise. Then the second phase, targeted user will open up the email. Then the third phase, the targeted user will click the link that embedded inside the email. And lastly, the targeted user will submit the data that required from that email. This is how the simulation process, which involves 4 steps, from step 1 to step 4. Right. So this is a phishing scenario was set using an arson security tools. Right? We use a fake domain, janm.com.my. Right? Our actual domain is janm.gov.my. So, but we have to request from the service provider to whitelist the domain, so that we can send out the email to the targeted user. This is the process to whitelist the domain. Right? So after the campaign starts, user will receive an email. So for this scenario, we crafted a scenario that mentioned salary adjustment checks 2026, meaning to say that our staff have to check to verify the salary for the year 2026, and to click the link that be embedded inside the email. You can see the blue color word. It shows click di sini. In Malay, we call it click here, right? Then once the link is clicked, users are redirected to a login page. So this login page is actual like a real login page. Okay, then the targeted user will key in the information required by the email. For this scenario, we ask them to key in the identification number and password. So, as a result, out of 1,000 emails that we send, 724 open up the email. It's quite risky because we should not open email from the sender that we never know, right? Then out of 724, 70 click the link that embedded inside the email. And out of 70, 25 of them submitted the data that required from the email. This is the first phishing scenario. So So the second scenario is a second simulation we did is a vishing. There's four methodology to run this vishing tactics. The first one is we started with the simulating a real-world threat actors, initiating phone calls to establish trust. Then utilizing physical manipulation techniques, adjusting fear, social proof during live interaction between the callers and the receiver. Integrating phishing elements by verbally directing them to spoof to the login portals. And also a rule of engagement script designed strictly for assessment without collecting actual sensitive personal data. Right? Okay, we move to the next slides. The vishing scenario also set up by using ASEAN security tools, but this time we use a different domain. We crafted a fake domain, hrp@jim.com.my, right? And then this is how when we prepare the vishing caller profile, we call pretext script details. Okay. Again, we need to whitelisted the domain, the fake domain. So this is when we call, system will call 1,000 JNF, AGD staff around nationwide using the fake caller ID. So then after the call, the end user will receive an email, ask them to click. So the same scenario, we ask them to check the salary adjustment for the year 2026. Because as we know, people are quite interested with salary. So anything about salary, they must do something, must take any action to make sure that they will get the salary. Right? So again, whenever the targeted user will click the link embedded inside the email, it will redirect to the fake login page. So this time around, whoever submitted the data, they will directed to awareness page that stated there, ouch, you've clicked a dangerous link, the state of government there, right? So, the result, out of 1,000 delivered call, only 439 answered the call, and 22 clicked the link that embedded inside the email, and 14 submitted the data. So, what happened to them? Right? We're going to penalize them? No. So, this is a mitigation action, will be take action by AGD. First of all, we will run awareness campaign, digital campaign everyone, so that people will aware that the incident, so that they will not be will happen again in the future. Then, and we will implement security awareness training to the management level on the 6th and 7th April coming soon, right away after I come back to Malaysia. Then awareness for AGD staff nationwide will be done on the 16th April 2026. Right. So, to conclude, 2.5% of the AGD staff, the targeted user, are compromised with the phishing scenario, and 1.6% of the 1.4% of the out of 1,000 AGD users are compromised with the vishing simulation. It's comprised of 39 personnel out of 1,000. So although it's a small numbers, but 39 has been compromised. So to conclude, what we can see, sensitive data was obtained without the need to exploit technical system vulnerabilities. We don't need any technical expertise to get the data from the end user. Just enough we use the fake and phishing email, so data easily can be leaked. And consequences of unauthorized access, compromised credential lead to sensitive information exposure and misuse of official accounts. And we believe that security awareness training required across the organization, for our case, to all AGD's branch and also headquarters. So with this, I thank you. Any questions? Thank you. No.